Hi guys, welcome to my Retrofair 2020 exhibit, which is a TRS-80 Model 1 implemented as an FPGA. It's implemented using this board here, which is a $50 Nemato Lab Mimus V2 board. It's almost perfect for this sort of project because it's got just about everything you need. So it's got audio out, video out, power via USB, it's got a PS2 keyboard connected in here, and a bit more expansion room here for some other bits and pieces down the track. Some dip switches to control settings and so forth, and buttons here which I'm using to control virtual cassette player. Okay, so the system that I've implemented so far is a TRS-80 Model 1 with level 2 basic and 48K of RAM. It implements the keyboard controller from PS2, the video controller outputs to VGA, and it also supports amber or green screen and optional scan lines. It's just to give that a bit more retro feel. And the cassette port is implemented as a virtual cassette player which reads CAS images from the SD card. It uses a custom file format at the moment. Sorry, not custom file format, a custom file system. They're actually CAS files just put into specific slot positions. So you can use these buttons here to select the CAS cassette image. So for example, slot 5, I've got Galaxy Invasion loaded, and I can play that, and you should probably hear it. Okay. Or alternatively, you can have it automatically start and stop. There's circuitry on the FPGA which will detect when an operation starts. It'll actually even work out whether it's a save or a load and automatically starts the tape player. The other thing the virtual cassette player does is, because it's rendering the audio itself, the whole process can be overclocked. So when the tape motor relay turns on, the CPU and the cassette audio rendering all gets overclocked up to 40 megahertz. And so what normally takes about 3 or 4 minutes to load, that tape would then load in about 8 seconds. So I'll show you that. So as I said, Galaxy Invasion is on slot 5, so I'm just going to load that. You notice how quickly this is loading up here. And that's it. Okay, there's other switches on here to control other things, like you can pause the whole thing. There's also an option to switch the typing mode. So at the moment, it implements a mapping between PC keyboard and what the TRS-80 expects. So Shift 2, for example, will produce an @ symbol rather than the quotes that would not typically happen on a TRS-80. So it's mapped so that the PS2 keyboard works as you would expect. Okay, that's basically it as it stands. I'm calling that version 1. I'm working on a new version now where the main thing I'm addressing is this SD card. Having the custom file system on there is a real pain, actually. So I'm adding support for FAT file system. Unfortunately, FAT is not something that you can decode in FPGA logic, so I need a second processor to actually run the software to do that. And what I'm actually doing is I'm actually hijacking the same Z80 processor that the TRS-80 uses via a non-maskable interrupt to do all that FAT file system work. And that seems to be working quite well. I've got a proof of concept of that happening, and I'm hoping to have that working quite soon. Okay, thanks guys. That's it. Bye.